I got anger, hate, and jealousy inside my DNA. I got envy and bad energy inside my DNA. I got pints of Michael Jackson's blood inside my DNA. I don't do massive drugs, don't gas me up. Look, I got.
Hey, yo, what up, guys? It's your boy SonTj. How's it going, everybody? Hope you guys having a nice day. The reception from my top 70 strongest Dragon Ball Super characters have been really well. I appreciate all the love. That video literally took years to make. I only decided like about a few months back to start adding the anime clips in, but I was just, I have like over like a gigabyte amount of photos just from this saga alone, because I want to make the last arc, because I felt like it was going to be the last arc, but like until they fully announce it, that's when I start really digging in, and I want to make that video as best as possible. And I'm really glad people just, even if you disagreed, you just appreciate all the hard work I did. I put so much hard work into the editing, to making sure that I get no copyright BS from Toei, to even the thumbnail. I put so much hard work into the thumbnail. I'm just glad everyone really appreciated it. Like, I felt the love, you know what I mean? I'm still going to get my dislikes because, some people are going to get triggered over one ranking in a top 70, which is, it kind of comes to the territory. And I love how some people checked out the top 70 more than the reaction, because of course when I did the reaction to the episode, my camera cord didn't record, so you know how that goes. But there's a few things I want to address, because really I can't talk about the full list, man. It's like a top 70, and the video is like damn near like 20 minutes long. But I want to address some very common comments I get in here. And again, my point here is not to make everything a big debate, you know what I'm talking about. And like, because again, I used to be a quote unquote debater, mostly a guy who had a lot of patience, listening to everyone's complaints, but I'm not really like that anymore. Is maybe because I lost a lot of my patience since all of the depressing stuff I've been through and everything, so I kind of lost it. Because I swear I used to be way more, easier to talk to, and some people who disrespect me, I gave them more time. But again, I like people's comments even if they disagree with me. Like, I left you a heart and a like even if your comments disagree with me, because I appreciate it even way. Like, if you disagree but still like the video, that's cool. But again, if you see your comment disappear, maybe one because it automatically went to the spam box, because that does that a lot, and I have to always check people's comments and make sure they're good or not. And other people, they're just being jerks. Some person said, "Man, I can't believe this idiot. Like, does anyone see this idiot?" And this one dude, he was so thirsty for someone to give him some type of attention. Just called me an idiot left and right, and they're like, YouTubers see all your comments. Like, he went to all my videos, so again, I blocked them. But again, you can disagree with me and crack jokes, but don't be like an asshole who's very thirsty for attention. That's one thing I don't really allow. But other than that, it's cool. You can disagree with me, crack a few jokes. It's cool. I can roll with that. But the main points I've been seeing throughout my video is that I really downgraded Piccolo. No, I thought I was gonna get more complaints from TN fans, but not that much really. Like, only like one addressing like the whole writer saying that TN could be stronger than Roshi. And some people complain about Kevlar's spot, even saying that she was too low or too high. And the Trunks stuff, which is always going to be there. Like, people are still going to underestimate Trunks. And then there's like a bunch of controversy with Frieza, Dispo, 17, and Goku Black, which I can address. And just the whole how strong Vegeta is and stuff. So very simple stuff. A lot of people agree with majority of it. But let me just kind of like talk about this. So let's talk about Piccolo, because again, I don't have all my notes here, so forgive me if I'm a little bit off, but I'm kind of just, just felt like talking to y'all a little bit, just have a little quick video. Now, I didn't want to underestimate Piccolo, because if you've seen the video, I got like a crap ton of photos, but Piccolo is comparable to like base Gohan. And let me explain why, because a lot of people like to use the scene where Piccolo was dominating Super Saiyan 2 Gohan before he reawakened his ultimate form. Again, the thing that validates Gohan getting a power-up after unlocking his ultimate form again is because he was able to pressure Goku in his base. They was both base on base. He was able to pressure him, and Goku in that exact same base, like, did not even feel Piccolo's like explosion attack, which is arguably Piccolo's second strongest attack next to the special beam cannon. And Goku didn't care at all. And Gohan continued to deal with opponents better than Piccolo did in just his base. So it just really shows how Piccolo, even against a suppressed Goku, and again, you can argue the whole suppression thing, but even still, like, he wasn't doing much. So I kind of compared him to all the characters that Goku fought while he was suppressed in his base or weak in his base. And it just really showed that Piccolo really wasn't going to do much, especially to those robots, because those robots actually gave base Goku and all the other characters trouble. And again, like I said, in comparison, Piccolo is kind of like a fly to current base Goku. And we need to understand this. There's different type of rankings of Goku, because right now Goku is at least 10 times stronger than he was in the Future Trunks saga when he fought Goku Black and everything, when he fought Hit. Then he later got a power up after fighting Kevlar to the point where his Super Saiyan Blue form was doing better than his first Ultra Instinct Sign form he did against Jiren at the beginning. So he got major power ups throughout this arc, but Piccolo is definitely comparable to probably base Gohan, but it's so many characters that's stronger than base Gohan. And again, you just really focus on the power scaling. I know Piccolo is a big favorite to everyone. He's one of my favorites too. I think probably top 6. But I'm not going to put a character above others just because of bias. You know what I mean? That's just something I don't do here. And I like to keep things, you know, respectable and stuff. So if you disagree, it's cool. Just remember, I didn't do it because I don't like Piccolo. I did it because it was the right thing to do, man. Like, that's all I can say. If people are telling me Kevlar needs to be below Hit or Analyza, no. Like, I'm just no. Like, I know people hate Kevlar and they have it in their mind that Hit can beat Kevlar. Hell no. Kevlar as a Super Saiyan was stated to be stronger than the Spirit Bomb that Goku threw at Jiren, and as Super Saiyan 2, she was stated to be stronger than the initial Ultra Instinct Sign Goku fought Jiren. And she only lost because Ultra Instinct was the incomplete version was able to dodge all her attacks. If she landed an attack on Ultra Instinct Goku would have lost. So yeah, Hit is not beating that Goku. And especially Analyza. Like, I don't know why people overhype Analyza. Analyza overpowered 5 Super Saiyan Blue tiers, and like he's like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken level pre or after Kevlar. Like he could be Hit, but there's no way he's beating Kevlar. Like, you gotta understand the importance of Kevlar. They even mentioned how Goku was fighting Jiren when he got his third power up. He's saying like he's using the same round amount of power that he did against Kevlar. Like, Kevlar's so important to the story that they even mentioned her again. That kind of shows you how powerful, how important she was to be mentioned again throughout the story, which is pretty crazy. So yeah, TN fans are saying that the whole thing about the writer saying that he thinks that Roshi was powered up. The thing is that it's not a confirmation, and Roshi mollywopped. He mollywopped TN, and like he was not even in control of his body. Like, and Roshi's a way better fighter when he has his mind intact, and he was able to do so much better throughout the entire arc than TN. So that's kind of like a simple thing in my opinion. Now, a big one is the whole Toppo situation, and really I had Toppo above most of the God Destructions, but I felt like people was going to get triggered because one, he has a weakness that none of the other God Destructions have, and he just got the power. And he got pretty much dominated by Vegeta. Like, Vegeta only used his little like explosion attack for like really no reason, because he was really winning without it. And right after, even though the story says he's out of stamina, he went right back to Super Saiyan Blue Evolution like it was no big deal. It took Jiren for him to run out of power. So yeah, it just showed me how far and above Vegeta was compared to Toppo. And Toppo really didn't have like an overall impact into the story where it made me feel like, oh, he's a really big comparison to Vegeta like Kevlar was. So that's why I have Kevlar above Toppo, because she fought against Goku UI, who was more stronger than a suppressed Jiren, whose power was stated to be God Destruction level or even surpassing it. So again, and also I even stated that the God Destructions were suppressed on the list except Beerus, because we know where he's at full power in terms of the lore. I decided just to add those 3 or 4 gods in there because really I was running out of spaces. I didn't want to put feeless characters in there, and I felt like we've seen them actually fight in the show. And Champa kind of gets the edge because he fought against the strongest God Destruction. Because again, like, because in the anime it's stated that Belmont beat Beerus in the arm wrestle and blah blah blah, but really I think it's not even a big deal at this point. So yeah, Beerus has incomplete Ultra Instinct, and like Kevlar was able to fight someone on God Destruction level but lost because of Ultra Instinct, and Beerus has the dodging part, so that's why I have her above Beerus above that anyway. And yeah, so Vegeta completely dominated Toppo, so that's why I have him a little bit higher. So that's why I'm not going to just put him right under him, because he just destroyed the man. 17 above Dispo and everything. Again, 17 is a very smart fighter. He has this barrier that's OP as hell. He even survived the Jiren attack. He even damaged Jiren, was able to outmaneuver God Destruction Topo and Jiren. There's a lot of stuff. It kind of gives me the leeway towards 17 versus Dispo. There's even arguments saying that 17 could be Blue Kaioken level, which I don't know about that, but just so far 17 was more impressive than Dispo. And a lot of people have in their mind that just because Dispo is not physically strong as Golden Frieza, that means he loses. There's more to my list than just overall like just strength. There's also speed, intelligence, and stuff like that. And Dispo, give him credit. Like, people really don't want to give Dispo credit at all, but Dispo, he mollywopped Frieza. Like, he doesn't have to be exactly strong as Frieza, but Frieza could not touch him. It took Frieza and Gohan all together to beat him. And the people are saying, well, if Gohan beat Dispo one-on-one, that was with a cage blocking Dispo's movements, and Gohan was about to lose until he did like a arm tackle and needed Frieza to take them both out. So again, Dispo deserves his spot. And a lot of people are telling me that Black needs to be above Hit. Now look, Black is my favorite villain in Dragon Ball history. I just love the dude. He's so sly and cool. But the main problem is that Goku got like a 10 times or above boost from since the Goku Black arc, and Frieza equaled Super Saiyan Blue Goku at that time. And like, it's hard to say that Rose Goku Black even beat current, not even current, just like pre-Kefla fight Blue Goku. And Frieza has just been really impressive, and he equals that. And people are telling me, well, if that, by that logic, Gohan should be above Goku Black. Well, he's around the level of Blue Goku, but he's not exactly on it. And Goku Black's a better fighter. He has the scythe hacks. And I think Frieza would pretty much kind of kill Goku Black at that point because he's just so much powerful. Because people keep telling me, well, Goku Black and Hit got this hacks. If you ever seen the Jiren fights and everything, at this point, if you're more powerful than the character, the hacks doesn't matter. Like Goku UI, he has hacks to dodge everything and counter everything, but if you are his level, that hacks really is not as effective. You know what I'm talking about? And especially if you're above him. So that's why I have characters that way. And even people told me that Gotenks is too low. Again, Gotenks is way under like base Goku level at this point, especially full power base Goku. So you just got to follow the power scaling on that one. There's another stuff, you know, a few other complaints and everything, but I think that's the main ones. And then again, people are telling me Kefla deserves to be higher. I understand your points because Kefla's feats are insane, but just for the sake of just logic, I can't put Kefla above Fusamasu because Fusamasu and Vegito Blue have statements putting them above Beerus, like in terms of they're surpassing all the gods and stuff like that. They have statements that say that. And just the fact that Goku Black and Zamasu are both stronger than Kel and Khalifa, and it makes no sense for their fusion to be that much stronger than Fusamasu. I understand your points, I get it, and I understand it, but for me personally, and I'm not even trying to like make my own headcanon, it just in the story and lore, it makes no sense. Feats wise, it does. I agree with you. And people are telling me Goten and Trunks should be lower. Goten and Trunks post Hyperbolic Time Chamber was at least on par with Buu Saga Piccolo. And people are telling me Krillin needs to be above them. Like, nah, I don't think Krillin's on Buu Saga Piccolo level. Krillin's strong. He can outmaneuver people, and he proved himself to be at least someone on par with Suppressed Android 18. Suppressed Android 18 is at least around the level where she was in the Cell Saga. And again, Goten and Trunks post Hyperbolic Time Chamber should be stronger than that. So yeah, I addressed the Topo stuff, the Vegito stuff, the Beerus stuff, Zamasu, the Kefla. Again, people are going to complain about Piccolo all day long. Even people told me that Goku should be under Jiren because he has low stamina. The man won the battle, so it is what it is. Again, people are telling me Black should be stronger than 17. It's called power scaling. 17 has fought people way stronger than Black at this point. Like, again, Black is my favorite villain in Dragon Ball, but he has no business being above people after a point where it's like the power scaling doesn't favor Black. Like, people focus on power scaling in terms of forms. Like, after a point, you need to understand that just because you're at a form level does not mean you equate to that same level. Just like a Super Saiyan the Buu Saga is not going to be the same strength as a Super Saiyan the Cell Saga. I think that's about it. That's all I wanted to address is a few things. And people still have this idea that Beerus needs to be stronger than Vegito Blue. UI Goku and Jiren. There's literally spoilers saying that Beerus thinks that Goku's stronger than him, or Jiren suppressed as hell is God Destruction level, or even surpassed it by Whis, and Goku has mastered Ultra Instinct, the thing that Beerus only has half of. So again, yeah. And then people are saying, well, all the God Destructions are on the same level. Like, so you tell me Vegeta can beat Beerus now? Because he's stated to be able to beat a God Destruction. So it's, again, I have it on my list saying that full power unknown. So the God Destructions that I put in there, they're suppressed. So even if just in case I was wrong, hey, suppressed God Destructions are weaker than Kevlar. That's all I gotta say there. And yeah, so again, this is not the best thing ever. Like, again, Dragon Ball Super's power scaling is rough. I've been working on this list for years. If you've been following me on Google Plus, I've been editing this list like nonstop. I think people even got sick of it after a point, but I want to make the list the best way I could. And I think Geekdom said, did you upload the video pretty early? Like, pretty much the last thing I was waiting for was the big fight against Goku and Jiren, because nothing else big is going to happen. Then watch, like, out of nowhere, like Vegito, Ultra Instinct, Evolution, Vegito appears, and I'm like, oh god. But again, there shouldn't be any more like really big Dragon Ball Super lists until like the movie comes out. I'm really glad you guys really enjoyed the video. I appreciate all the love. I really do. It made me feel so validated because I worked so hard in that video. I even like put in extra work to get the new footage from 130 out, and I think it came together pretty well. I only made like one slight mistake with the Ultra Instinct interest. I think it had like a slight appearance of Gohan and Piccolo staring, but again, I'm a perfectionist. Will I add more anime or whatever footage in? Really depends on the video. If I feel really invested, then I'll do it. Let me know any videos I want to make in the future. And I know some people was kind of rude saying, hey man, I'm only here for the shitstorm, or I'm only here for the top strongest videos. Again, check out my other stuff, man. Check out the live reaction to 130. Even though this had my face on there, so that's my commentary. Check out my gameplay for Dragon Ball Fighters. The views been very low there. And you know, just check out my other stuff, and also check out videos if I don't talk about Dragon Ball. I will really appreciate it. It would be like the old days where I can actually upload stuff that's not Dragon Ball related and get views. But again, make sure if you disagree with the video, it's cool. You can crack jokes. Just don't be an asshole thirsty for a response, because again, that's how you get blocked. Because all these YouTubers, they try to pretend that they don't feel anything, but this stuff affects people, and it's not really a nice thing to say, you know, to just be rude for no reason. But yeah, thank you for all the great comments, man. I appreciate everyone recognizing my hard work, and yeah, man. So any videos you want to make in the future, let me know, and more videos will be coming out soon. So yeah, SonTj, peace, love you all.